Aha! Hello and welcome back to my next stream. I am Chaos to the power of 10 and I am confused. Okay, now it makes more sense. Hi! Hi Hogness, welcome in. Congratulations on being first. I hope your weekend started well. For a second I needed to think if it is really the weekend, but it is. We will continue, start again, and I hope we will finish it today, since it is a lot of reading. Hi, Trevor. Hi, welcome in. I wasn't prepared for so much reading. Okay, so you are alive, that's good. Are you a little bit more healthy? I hope at least a little bit. Okay, this game is based on time loops, I think. Sorry, the microphone needs to go a little bit back. And this is the main story. And then we have like 3 other stories. And depending what you get, you can continue with the other games. Timelines. We just finished this one, and one of our friends died at the end, but apparently we got some kind of information out of it, so we can continue all 3 of these. Now is the question, should we try to do the main story again, and if we get stuck we go here or there? Or do we want to first finish all of these story and then do the whole first main story? Well, I have to drive all over my region today for doggy's meds, and Body did not like that. I would like to be mad about you being outside, driving around while being sick. On the other hand, the doggy needs his treatment. I will give you a pass for this one, okay? But now lay down, get a soup or tea, get blankets, and care for yourself, okay? Barely a pass. It was close. I want to see what will happen if we just continue with just this one new information and where we could get stuck. Because if we first do all of this and then the main story, then we will not see where we get stuck in the story and what ways we die, you know. Thank you, I have slept for 4 hours since then. Now I need to... You are in the same time zone as I am, so... I guess it was a nap. 4-hour nap. For our nap is long. For our night sleep is not long. So I hope it was a nap. It was a nap, okay. Nap, sure. Normally when somebody says sure, it means no, not at all. Agnes. The room beyond was even more starved for light than the entrance hall. Darkness crept in every corner, waiting for someone to become separated from the group so they could be devoured completely, foreshadowing. Let's make this quick. We were probably kidnapped. Well, we all woke up separately in that room and we are stuck in some death game with 2 hours. Well, less than 2 hours now to escape. Got it? That's a little... I understand. She is fast. Do you know who brought us here? No? And we have a little over an hour and a half left. This isn't good. That putting it mildly. We need to go as quick as possible and not waste any more time. Do you understand, Sebastian? So in this timeline, they are all strangers. As far as I know. In one timeline, he and her are siblings. In the last timeline, these two were a couple. And I believe in one of them, we didn't even meet these two. Yeah. Well, it's not time for sleep yet. Yeah, I sleep more later. It was... What? I will sleep more later. It was a nap. Okay. Good. Do you understand, Sebastian? I like when you call me Seth more. So we have Seth, Mikhail. I'm Nini. Well, this isn't the nicest way to meet, but it's nice to meet you all regardless. It's so dark. I don't suppose any of you saw a light switch. If this house even has lights, it looks old. There didn't used to be lights? Not before I invented it. Not before I invented electricity. There we go. Seb, you invented electricity? No, you didn't. I did. Wow. So cute. You're such an asshole. The further the group traveled, the more gloomy the lightning became, and until it was almost pitch black. And finally, the hallway ended in the staircase. Beside it was some kind of plaque, though it was unreadable through the darkness. Mikhail ascended a single step of the staircase. Wait, this might be important. If it was important, they wouldn't leave it somewhere we couldn't read it. Well, it also could be that just the lights did it in the meantime. I agree, I don't think we should move on before we read it. Yeah. You are all as bad as each other. Fine, what's your solution then? Because we can't take it with us unless any of you are carrying a screwdriver. That's not a bad idea. What? Check your pockets for anything. A lighter, a torch, some matches. Who carries around any of those things? And even if we did, do you think whoever puts us in here would let us keep them? Despite saying that, he too began checking his various pockets. Nothing, I'm afraid. I don't have anything either. Slowly, Mikhail produced something from his pocket. This changed since the last time. The last time nobody had anything. What was that you said? Who carries around those things? A small box of matches. Shut up. I didn't put them there. Well, I certainly didn't do it. Oh, really? Seeing that their arguing might continue for a while yet, Rine took the matches from Mikhail and struck one against the box, creating a shallow yet warm light. Are we already down? If you two are finished, it says... They instantly quietened down and gathered around Rine. Above 2 doors you will find. To escape, you must split evenly. Choose not to, and your time remaining will halve. Okay. So they split us up. That's bad. Lucky we stopped to read that, huh? Yeah. He's pouty. The group, now all the wiser, ascended the staircase together. Rina led the way, with Nini close behind her. Mikhail took up the 3rd position, while Seth was last. He turned around, looking down the empty corridor. For some reason, the house seemed awfully lonely for all of a sudden, like the group had brought a little bit of life back to it, but now that they were continuing onward, it was double as empty, double as abandoned. Inadvertently, Seth reached for his chest, where his heart sat. It felt empty too. Oh. Ah! Oh, that is... It's so interesting. A question, is this whole game made by one artist? I'm quite sure that the backgrounds are all from the same person because they are like squiddly, you know? But these pictures always are different styles, you know, and the faces are sometimes different, so it's so interesting to look at them when they appear. It happens before Seth could even realize what he was doing. Whether he had slipped or stumbled or a step had broken, he didn't know. All he knew was that Mikhail was walking a few steps ahead of him moments before, and now he was corked safely in his arms, hugged close to that empty spot in his heart, which suddenly felt bursting with life. Shit. Thanks. Sorry, I didn't... I think I tripped on something. What's Discord? Oh, okay. For once, Seth found himself dumbstruck in such a way he didn't have a single thing to say, not even a joke. It's no problem. Ah, he remembers this one. Seth? You and me... Hello, Earth and Seth. Sebastian? We know each other, don't we? Did I hit you in the head when you corked me? My bad. Seth, Mika, are you two okay? Seth's heart beat loudly in his chest to the same rhythm as his head began to throb. No, my head's... well, not exactly fine, but you didn't. I'm sure we know each other. My head is not quite right, but you also didn't hit me. That problem I got way before. Did you fall? You have to be careful in the dark. Now let me go already, jeez. You're starting to embarrass me with how hard you're staring. Reluctantly, Seth finally let Mikhail go and the two rushed up the staircase to meet with Rina and Nini, who were peering down at them in worry. I'm glad you're both okay. Nini, you can come with me. Really? Yay! Wait a second. Is there a problem? Well, I guess not. Good, then we are all sorted. I'm sure we will be back together soon enough. Make sure you two behave. What do you think we will do? Yes, ma'am. No need to worry. I'm always on my best behavior. The two girls took the door to the right. It didn't shut behind them. If they wanted, they could have followed after them. Instead, they turned to the door on the left. The atmosphere between the two men had turned slightly awkward. Yeah, I can see that. Also, if we split up, could not at least one man go over here and one over there? If there is something like high up, it would get not easy for the smaller woman and the child to get it. Or if something is really heavy, that also would be a problem. Guess we are taking this door. Guess so. He made no move to enter. Unless there's something you wanted to say to me. Something to explain that picture in my head. You calling out my name, clinging onto me. Where did that come from? What? I don't have anything to say. Just hurry up. He turned his back on Seth and crossed into the room. Guess not. Ooh, breakfast. They shielded their eyes as they walked into the room. Although it couldn't be described as bright exactly, some light was finally present. Enough so that Seth found himself feeling overly self-conscious, which was particularly unlike him. Some kind of dining room. There's even still food out on the table. Covered in a layer of dust so thick that you couldn't truly see the food beneath it. Ugh. That must be a really thick layer. Want a bite? I will feed it to you. Feed it to yourself. Why would I want to eat that? If you wouldn't eat it, why would I? With a shake of his head, Mikhail walked to the other side of the room. The room went silent as their chatter cut off. I feel like I should say something to him. Seth's eyes scanned over the room, a tall window which seemed to lead to nowhere, 2 chairs left discarded in the corner of the room, huddled around a heater, and wallpaper that was torn from the wall, revealing the inner workings of the house for all to see. And through a doorway, another shut door with a panel beside it. We need a password to open the door. How is Chaos? Chaos is... I am unmotivated for everything, but that's normal, so it will pass. Whether Mikhail heard his words or not, he didn't respond. He was kneeled in the corner of the room, looking down at something. How is Hogness? Well, besides sick. And how is Trevor? Quietly, Seth walked up behind him and peered over his shoulder. In his hands, a purple stuffed animal, in about the same condition as the rest of the house. He gazed at it with an expression filled with loneliness. How do I know you? What do I say to make you open up to me? Seth kneeled down beside Mikhail. The black and white haired man's eyes flickered up to greet him briefly before he went back to staring at the toy in his hand. Oh, no need to be sorry. It's as I said, it's normal. Trevor is good, having a chill evening. Oh yeah. Right, you are also in my time zone. I forget sometimes that there are 3 people around. Your favorite color, isn't it? It is. This time Mikhail's gaze held fast to Seth. Seth? Mika? We do know each other, don't we? I think so. How? I have never met you, I'm sure of that. I don't know. But the moment I saw you, I knew that somehow I knew you. It doesn't make any sense. Nope. It's like I have this memory hidden inside of me, but whenever I try to think about them, my head starts to pout. We need to keep this between us, okay? Yeah, why? I don't know who I can trust yet. If there really is some history between us, we might be at an advantage if we know about it. Does that mean you trust me? As much as I would trust anyone else in a death game filled with strangers. I was supposed to run a game of D&D tonight. I feel like I'm letting my players down. I know that feeling when I tell you that I don't want to stream it today. You don't let them down, you are taking a sick day. You will make it up later, for sure. Fine, I trust you for now. I trust you too. Mikhail stood, putting some distance between the 2 men that had very quickly been shrinking. Glad we are on the same page, as much as I'm enjoying this reunion, if you could call it that. We need to get moving. You said we need a password. Yeah, for the door. Then let's find it. I bet the other 2 are already waiting for us. Especially considering we only have an hour and a half left. If I was a spooky ghost and or kidnapper. Still with ghost, where would I hide a secret code? How can one person be so flippant? pretty easily. Come on, Mika, time to escape. It's Mikhail. You didn't seem to mind a minute ago. Oh, how about this bad boy? Seth walked up to a large cabinet and opened the door. It was empty. Looks pretty empty to me. Behind it then. No harm in trying. Help me push. Mikhail stood facing the cabinet, both hands on the aged wood. Are you deaf? I don't think so. Seth, with nowhere else to go, stood behind Mikhail, wrapping his arms around the man to set his hands against the cabinet. With a smile, Seth pushed himself onto the tips of his toes and set his chin down on top of Mikhail's head. Look here, maybe we know each other, but you know we are also completely strangers, right? Do you do this to everyone? Oh, we could flirt. Only for special people. Right. And I'm meant to be a special person? Feels like you are to me. Just start pushing already. With a creak, the cupboard was pushed to the side, revealing what was hidden behind it. Another screen that seemed to match the one beside the locked door. I think we found what we are looking for. How does this thing have power anyway? The house is in ruins. I don't know. Do I look like an electrician to you? We need a lackey. Are you an electrician? No. Well, you definitely have the look going for you. I'm just going to ignore you. Seth took a step closer to the screen. On it was a simple question. There we go. What is Rina afraid of? What? What is this question? How are we meant to know? What are girls usually afraid of? Don't you dare. Monsters? Vampires? Ghosts? I know multiple women who are not afraid of monsters, vampires, or ghosts. They do have way different feelings towards them. That's what you are afraid of. Oh, right. I feel like she told us. Huh? When? Before? Back in the church? Didn't pack you for a religious guy. No, we went through a game just like this. Ah! He stumbled back from the screen, tripping and falling until he hit the ground. Whoa, are you okay? Mikhail rushed to his side, quickly grabbing his hand to help him to his feet, but Seth just shook his head. I'm fine. I thought I saw Rina there, in that church. We spoke. Their hands lingered. Seth's grip tightened on Mikhail. Then, do you know the answer? Aha. Okay, here we get stuck. This is a train. This is working space. I believe this one was the church. Yeah, that is. Oh, nice. I can see it down here. Okay, church. What? A second code? I can't even find one. Do I know it? Why do I know it? I know it? Oh. Seth, are you okay? A grief came over Seth's heart from a place unknown. What was that? Who was that? Oh, I was confused. The scene we just saw came from the train timeline. And in the train timeline we already met Mikhail. So I was confused why there is like a question marks when he talked. But there are question marks because this version doesn't know Mikhail yet. He cannot remember his name. That's detail work. I think I know the password. For the phone? Seth nodded and pulled it back out of his pocket. It evaded the 4-digit code that would unlock it. Oh. Please tell me I have written it down. Yes, I have written it down. The 7295. 7295. 7295. Past me was so smart for this one. I definitely remember the phone code. I just got an achievement for this one. Oh, that is sad. Wait. The phone in the train run, Mikhail was our boyfriend, and it was his phone, and he told us the number code. In the trail run, he also died. And now we have his phone laying around here, and we can remember the password, but we don't remember why we know the password, and we only feel sad because we dimly remember that something bad happened. Oh, that's so sad. With the sound of a lock coming loose, the lock screen faded away, and in its place was a single word. Coffin. That is a little bit on the nose, isn't it? Coffin? Is that meant to be the code? That is a terrible password. That's like the equivalent of making a password ABC123. You say that, but neither of us guessed it. Fair point. Neither the girl nor Seth made a move to walk towards the coffin. Aren't you going to open it? You're the one who wants to open it. Can't you do it? But what if it is really a zombie? So you agree? No, I'm just messing with you. I just think it would be funnier if you open it. It's not a zombie, it's not a zombie, it's not a zombie. Okay, here we go. Coffin. Maybe. Coffin. There we go. How did you know the phone password, by the way? Did you find it somewhere? No, I had it on my notepad. I have no clue. It just kind of came to me. Are you a mind reader or something? That would be helpful, but no. Oh, sushi. I will call this monster sushi. Ah. Num num num. Thank you, Hogness. Good snack. I just got an extra life. Thank you, Trevor. I'm with Trevor on this one. No need to feel bad. Delicious and nutritious. Yeah, sea monsters are quite nutritious. Came to written. Seth leaning in close, putting both hands on the lid. He lifted it slowly, carefully, ready to slam it back down at the first sign of aggression. You asshole! Is that a sign of aggression? Nope, no zombie attacks today. He slammed the lid back down and quickly sat on it. Underneath him, it shook wildly, and a voice could be heard from within, much more clearly than before. I don't think a zombie can curse like that. Seth, I think that's a person. It might have used to have been a person, but it's definitely a zombie. I know it might seem outlandish, but there's actually been a lot of research into several diseases that can make your body become zombie-like. Now, I really think there's a human in there. Oh. Seth hopped back onto the floor and the lid of the coffin immediately flew open. Someone or something jumped out of their prison with speed, a blur so fast that Seth couldn't do anything to stop it. The thing grabbed onto Seth's sleeve. Okay, please? No. I don't want to be eaten by a zombie today. What the hell are you blabbering about, asshole? Wait a second, Sebastian? Seth stared into the face of the young man. He was probably in his 20s, with dual-colored hair and a matching outfit to boot. He stared and stared, waiting for his brain to kick in and tell him who it was. My head. Alright, Alright, asswipe. Why the hell did you put us in there? Huh? Where are we? What are we doing here? First of all, asswipe is a shit insult. Second, I didn't do anything to you. In fact, I think you should be thanking me, considered I just let you out. Dual-colored hair, who else has that? I don't know who you are talking to or talking about, because I have 4 places. Like 4 splits. I'm more like a checkerboard. He is more like Schoko und Vanilla. Thanking you? Oh, that's rich. Get fucked. I'm not thanking anyone. I'm going to put you back in there. You are not. Seth grabbed the man and had nearly picked him up when his companion finally raised her voice. Okay, that's enough. Stop fighting. What's going on here? Do you two know each other? No. Unfortunately. Wait, what? This asshole is probably the one who brought us here in the first place. Speak for yourself. Seth wouldn't. Seth? Oh, are you his girlfriend or something? No, we don't know each other. What's your name? Mikhail? And yours? Wait, you called me Seth or Sebastian, so you know me. And I had a backlash. Said I know him too. So what is this? What is going on? Rine? Me? Yes, you are Rine. My name is Rine. Wait, do you know her? Do you know Rine? The little girl shook her head. I just know that Rine is Rine. Okay, did you come out of the coffin? Leave her alone, you probably put her in there too. Look, I don't know what your problem is, but we are all stuck here just the same. Did you hear that voice telling us we only have 2 hours to escape? Seth looked away from Mikhail and instead to the new arrival. Now, what's your name? Nini, I'm 8. Well, Nini, that's 8. It's nice to meet you. My name's Sebastian. That's? I would have said who. Who is 8? And that isn't that for like things, like objects? Huh. If you want, you can call me Seth. All the really cool people do, and you look like a cool person. Nini's face brightened up immediately. Okay, Seth. I was in the coffin with Mika. Mika? Shut up. You shut up. Enough. That's enough. Look, now we all know each other's names, we need to trust each other. Trust this jerk? No way in hell. What is his problem? I don't even know him. I don't think, anyway. We are already under 1.5 hours left. That's no time at all. Whatever. Then what do we do? To be honest, we were hoping the way out would be in there. Seth nodded towards the coffin. It's a coffin, not a door. Oh. Oh shit, my apologies. I have always had a problem telling the difference, you know. Both wooden, big, they open. My bad. Mikhail rolled his eyes. Why don't you go ahead and check the doors then? Since you didn't seem to bother trying, I think I will. Mikhail turned and one by one tested each door. He then picked up a loose brick and threw it at the window, which simply bounced back and hit him in the chest. What's Mika doing? Making a fool out of himself. Given up and filled with embarrassment, he made the walk of shame back to the trio. How'd that go for you? Maybe you wanna try the coffin again? There's a clue hidden here somewhere. Excuse me? This place is huge, it could be anywhere. Excuse me? Mika, Seth, Rine. What is it? Nini pointed back into the coffin. There's a word written up there. Oh, the lid. On the lid. Could have told us about it, Mika. Don't call me that, and I couldn't see it before. It was really dark in there. I was scared, but Mika told me some funny stories so I wouldn't cry anymore. It says underneath. Underneath? So we have to search under something. Let's split up and take a look around. The first thing I would do is looking underneath the coffin, because it is written on the coffin. Quickly, too. Nini followed behind Mikhail like a lost puppy, though he didn't look particularly upset by that. Rina's a pretty name. It is. Do you think it's your real name? It feels right, so I guess it'll do. Yeah, same, under the coffin. It's the first thing you would normally do, I guess. There could be a hole underneath, and you couldn't just push the coffin because there are 2 people in there. It's quite heavy. So, now that they are out of the coffin and you see underneath, you can push it and see the hole. Anyway, how do you know Mikhail? We did it! We need to open the door, Mika. I'm sorry, you didn't deserve this. What? Who was that? I really don't think I do. But he recognized you instantly. Have you lost your memories too? I don't think so. Wait, how do you know if you are only lost some memories, if you can't remember which memories you lost? How do you know if you have only lost some memories, if you can't remember which memories you lost? This sentence is a lot. Wait. Yeah, okay, understand it. Okay. That's a good question. Either way, he does seem upset at you. A full pang through his heart. What? Yeah. Maybe I should go bug him? That doesn't seem like a good... With a spring in his step, he bounded over to the man who looked like he walked right off the set of a black and white movie. Did you know that they invented color television in the 1950s? Is that a joke? A pickup line? I just thought maybe you didn't get the memo. That is a bad one. You got a problem with how I dress? Nah. Sure sounds like you do. Nah? Yeah. Nah. Is there something you want? Yeah. Well, hurry up and say it. Oh, I just wanted to say hi and ask why you seem to hate me. How did you get us out of the coffin? Oh, I used this. Seth held up the phone, his new prize, only to have it nearly snatched away by Mikhail. Where did you find that? Just kind of over there. Well, it's mine, so I would appreciate you giving it back. If you say please. Please. He doesn't have to say please to get his own stuff back. That is not how this works. Pretty please. I'm not. Say pretty please with cherry on top, Mika. Mika, why does it hurt when she says that? I am not doing that. Fine, then I will settle for you telling me what your problem is with me. You left me when I needed you most. Happy now? Nice to know you forgot about me so fast. What? Mikhail grabbed his mobile before Seth could argue. Any luck over here? I might have gotten a chance to search if I wasn't being harassed by a certain someone. Oh, sadness. Yeah, also, is he talking about the train? Because we wanted to be the one that holds the door open. But he kinda tricked us so that he would stay back. So he cannot mean that one, right? There has to be some timeline where we leave him behind. How about under there? Nini pointed back at the coffin. Unsure of herself, Nini is the smartest one here. That's a great idea, Nini. Let's find out. All four braced themselves to push as if their life depends on it, and all four nearly fell flat on their faces as it pushed to the side with ease. Hiding under where the coffin once sat was a rectangular hole that led down into the complete darkness. Hogness, we were right. We knew it all along. Maybe we are the evil. Seth kicked a rock down the hole and waited for it to hit the bottom for longer than he would have preferred. Ladies first? Scared? We would be out of here so fast. We would be way faster than these doobers. Goobers? Goobers. No. Well, a little. I mean, that's a long drop and it's kinda dark. So how about you go first? Get your ass down there. Aye aye. Oh, I thought they need to drop down the whole way. They have a ladder. That's fine. Seth took a deep breath, then slowly made the descent. Cold clung to the metal of the rungs. Rungs? What are rungs? I'm guessing it is this, but I never heard this word. Chilling Seth to his core, every step downward took him further into the darkness, which soon consumed all of his vision. All that existed for that brief moment was himself, the bite of the cool metal, and the darkness. Are you okay down there? At this point, Rina's voice sounded distant and foreign. I know this word, I cannot say it, as if it was from another time, another place. I have fallen all the way down and broke my legs. Help! Oh no! Don't listen to him, he can't take anything serious. Down, 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 and down, even more, until finally he saw a dim light below him and his feet touched the ground. a rung is a part of the ladder that goes across. Oh, okay. Does the ones that go up and down also have separate names? Or is it just these ones because you have to grab them? I'm at the bottom. It's safe, so start coming down. Nini, you go next. It's so dark. Don't worry. Seth is at the bottom and he will catch you if you fall. Just go slowly, okay? Okay. In record speed, Nini reached the tunnel below and was helped down from the final rock by Seth. Rina joined them a minute later, and finally Mikhail started the descent. Don't fall. I have no plan to. But you don't usually plan for things like that to happen, do you? Not always. As he hit the final rung, Seth put his hand out to help the man, but it was swatted away with annoyance. Ooh. Finally, with all 8 feet on solid ground, the 4 regrouped. Nini ran over to Mikhail and wrapped her arms around his legs. Hey, what are you doing? I'm glad you didn't fall, Mika. Yeah, glad you didn't fall too. Mikhail's usually frowning face softened a little as Nini beamed up at him. Hey, Rina. Yes? How do you think Nini knew your name? Rina looked away and shook her head. I have no clue. Do you think you two know each other? If it did, why would she keep it secret? Good point. You don't think she brought us here? How do you believe a little girl brings you here? Also, him staring like this with one eye over here is really creepy. Maybe. But she's a good girl, so I hope not. Me too. Okay, so rails and rungs. Rails and rungs, okay. Unneeded knowledge, but still interesting. Rails and rungs. What are you two whispering about? Thank you, Hogness, for looking it up. Oh, we are just talking about you, don't worry. Hey! Only good things, I promise. Ah! Are you okay? Rina jumped to the side, clutching onto the oversized sleeve of Seth's jumper. I'm okay, I just thought I saw something move in the shadows. Are you... Oh, afraid of the dark, looking out for ninjas. Scared that society is on the verge of collapse and that when that day comes, your loved ones may not survive. You may even be forced to go against them. Isn't that messed up? But then maybe it's a good thing if society collapses. As an institution, hasn't it done more harm than good? These two sides of the argument spin and spin in your mind until... I like this answer. But I'm quite sure that we need the answer that she is afraid of the dark. Because we need the information for the other timeline. Are you afraid of the dark? A little. In one smooth movement, Seth linked his arm together with Rina's, pulling the two close together. There, nothing to be afraid of. You are afraid of ghosts. The group followed the underground hallway further and further. The air felt stale, undisturbed for a length of time none of them knew. For some time, the only sound that filled the silence was their footsteps. Mikhail hurried and heavy. Nini's at double the speed just to keep up, and Rina's and Seth's who were in syncs. The path seemed to go on forever. Time was ticking down, steadily and surely, until finally they found what they were looking for. 2 doors. Not again with these 2 doors. We should stick together and check each in turn. Nope. We will take this door. Come on, Nini. Mikhail! As the two walked through the open doorway, it automatically shut behind them, instantly cutting them from vision. He really doesn't like you. Can't say I'm much of a fan of his either. Shall we then? Not many other choices, I suppose. The pair took the door to the right and decided by Mikhail's rash decision. Through the doorway was a large staircase that led further down. How deep does this thing go anyway? Too deep for my liking? Well, it depends. Did we start at ground level and going down, or did we start at a higher level and now we are going towards ground level? Why would anyone have all of this under a church? You know, under a church normally is a lot of stuff. Especially if it is a big church. And what did they use it for? Maybe there will be someone else down here who can help us, or the person who brought us here in the first place. Rina's grip tightened on Seth. You didn't do it, did you? No. What if I did? Well, I would have to turn and run. Really? Of course, whoever brought us here must be some crazy perverse weirdo. Sounds kinda like me. No. What do you think? I think you couldn't have come up with something so elaborate. Ouch. It's true though, I'm probably not smart enough to come up with all of this. You are safe with me, I promise. I can't make any promises for Mikhail though. Even though the idea of being watched from somewhere is terrifying, I think I would rather that than having to doubt any of you. Yeah, me too. Well, Mikhail is kinda an asshole, so I already doubt him, but the rest of you? Finally, the steps that led ever downward came to an end. The duo walked under a large archway that was decorated with the aged face of a large lion. What is this? Are these tables? Not quite. It doesn't look quite like tables, but it has legs. Hey, would you look at that? The room was relatively bare. A light was bolted to one wall, flickering and leaving creeping shadows over every surface. Each tabletop... it is tables. Weird. Strange tables. Each tabletop was completely bare. Whatever the room was once for, and whatever once sat on these tables, was long gone. To be honest, since it is so, curved, I would have thought that there were barrels on them for, wine or beer. Since church, you know. But most importantly, along one wall was a long, thin window that looked into a matching room. On the other side was Mikhail and Nini. You too. Beer? Yeah, beer. Could be, right? That these tables were made for holding... how did I call them? Barrels? So that they do not roll away. And in barrels is normally beer or wine. Or whiskey. I guess. Did you find anything? Huh. I think the rooms are completely soundproof. That's not good. Soundproof rooms are never good. Barrels or casks? I only know barrels. So I'm guessing that one is English American, while English American and the other one is English English. British English, there we go. Let's test that, shall we? Hey, Mikael! Mika! Can you hear me, Mika? Mikael's face twisted in confusion as Seth twisted and twirled around the room. I would say we are good. He poked out his tongue at Mikael, who quickly raised his middle finger in response. So crude. When you are done dancing, take a look at this. Sitting just under the window, inbuilt to the wall, was a monitor covered in a layer of dust. Rine brushed... Wait, give me a second. I'm reading for an hour now. Barrel is a general term. Cask, I think, is a special type of barrel. Is it different formed, or maybe out of a special wood? That could also be. The type of wood can really change the taste of whatever is inside. Rine brushed it off, then wiped her hand against Seth's sleeve. Hey, it says, the door to leave your room will open in exactly 45 minutes. 45? We don't have the time for that. Alternatively, you may press a button on this screen to open the other team's door immediately. Their door? How is that helpful? So, they probably have a button to press too, so if we both press it, then both doors will open? Do you trust that Mikael will really press his if we press ours? At least that far I trust them, yes. I trust him about as far as I can throw him. Though, to be honest, I do think I could throw him a fair way. He's pretty short. Beyond the glass, Nini and Mikael were both looking down at something and deep in conversation. A few moments later, Mikael held up his phone screen to the window. Press your button. What, just us? Rine, is there anything we can write on anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I don't know what it says on their side of the window. It could say something really different. Interpretive dance it is. Seth waved his arms at the window, getting their attention just in time for his performance to begin. He shook his head, let out an exasperated sigh, and pointed back at Mikael in an exaggerated, accusatory way. There we go. After he feigned pressing a button, then pointed back at Mikael, then repeated the actions once more. Even though a soundproof room, Seth would hear the vein popping on his forehead. Mikael turned back to his phone, typed angrily for around 20 seconds, then showed his screen back at the window. On it was a language so colorful it almost made Seth blush. But it all boiled down to something like this. He likes that she is doing it too, even though she doesn't understand. Push your button or I'm going to break down this wall and make you press it. Once again, he busied himself typing. Just trust me. Had it wrong, way around. Cask is any size or wood. Barrels contain 180 to 200 liters of liquid, usually made from white oak. That is really specific, to be honest. Like, I just think that there must be a real need to classify this specific kind of barrel. To say, oh, this one needs a different name than the other versions. so that everybody understands we are talking about 180 to 200 liter of liquid made out of oak. But that's a lot of liters. So I'm guessing that is for breweries or churches specific. Oh, there are so many different names for them, it's hilarious. Okay, so they had different names for different sizes and then an overall name. It would have been more funny if it is only the barrel that has a special name. If he doesn't press it, would Nini? I would think so. But I don't know. Then what should we do? Press the damn button. It's up to you. Whatever you decide, I will have you back. And what if I really was a person who locked us all down here? Wouldn't I make a bad decision on purpose? How do you know you can trust me? Rine simply shook her head. I remembered a few things. To be honest, right now it isn't really about can we trust them or not. It is more about do we need them. All barrels are casks, but not every cask is a barrel, if that makes sense. It makes sense. Thank you, Hogness, for looking it up again. Really? She nodded, hesitating to continue. It's really hazy. Whenever I try to think too hard, my head starts hurting, throbbing. It feels like lightning behind my eyes. But I remember a house out in the middle of a field, far away from any city. And I lived there with my father. That sounds nice, but what do I have to do with that? He would take me out to play in the fields. He would let me practice makeup on him even though he could never get it off. He would play dress up with me and he would play the princess so I could be the queen. Rina clutched the front of her dress tightly. And you remind me of him. A lot. So I trust you. I don't think that's misplaced. He must have been really good looking then. And smart. Funny. Thoughtful. Generous. Kind. Reliable. Okay, I get the idea. Oh, good. With a smile, Seth turned back to the monitor. To press or not to press? Can I trust him? Press the damn button. Trust is a strong word, don't you think? Hi! I guess I call you Seeker because naming you like I am named is a little bit weird in stream. It could be confusing. So, hi Seeker. Welcome in. I hope you had a good start of the weekend. Correct. Okay. Something very hard to win. I don't trust him, but I will choose to believe in him this time. I guess. Feel free to convince me otherwise. I could honestly go either way. If you want to believe in him, then I will too. Don't let me down, Mikhail. As soon as Seth's finger pressed down the button, both Mikhail and Nini's head whipped around to look at something. What is Discord doing? Oh! Oh wow, the barrel is not even the biggest one. 954 liters is a ton. Oh, I like the pin. I want a pin. Oh, that's cute. I will... can you also send this into Discord so others can see too? Please? Trying to make my first schedule so I can be more organized. What kind of schedule? For streaming or for work or for house duties. I cannot send images in your Discord. Why not? In media? I guess in the media channel you should be able to. Otherwise I will have to look into it again. A schedule for streaming. Well then. Evil laughter. You cannot. I'm confused why. I will have to wait. I write it down and then I will look it up. Why not? Pictures in media channel. I know I have seen in pet channels that it did work for some. There was a picture. Yeah. That one was from Terva, though. Can you send in real life pictures? Yeah, you can send in pets. Why can you not send in media? I will look at it after stream. Weird. Really weird. Okay, I have written it down. Thank you for telling me. As soon as Seth's fingers pressed down on the button, both Mikael and Nini heads whipped around to look at something. You had a pin, by the way. I want one. They look so cute in comparison to the other ones. Or I want a really big one and live in it. That would also be nice. The door opening, Seth assumed. And without missing a beat, Mikael and Nini were gone. Well, you let me down. Well, give them time to get to your door and open it. Who would have guessed? There we go. Jesus. Yo. Oh, I never doubted you for a second. How? I don't know what your instructions were, but ours said we had to convince you to press your button without pressing ours. A game designed to test our trust. And I knew that we could trust you. Liar. You are such a bullshitter. That's a bad word. You are such a bull crapper. Doesn't really have the same impact. I don't care. If we are done with the savvy trust crap, then let's get out of here. Seth glanced at the remaining time. 1 hour. If we waited the 45 minutes out, we probably would have died, huh? Another long tunnel. How original. Yeah, they needed to redo the art. Please, let them have a break. There is a place that makes casks not too far from me, and I got one for my meat I made. Trevor has it now. I do want to call him Trevor, but that's wrong. Trevor. I'm missing meat. I cannot drink it since there's honey in it, but I was able to drink it once, like before the allergy started. Now, not so much anymore. Joel, if it helps. Oh, your move-in gift. I didn't know you moved in somewhere. Wow, outing me? You could have just said, nah, Trevor is fine. Nobody would have known. You outed yourself right now more than I did, because I am the weird German that cannot read English right. As if it was a secret. No worries, I don't care. Mika! Mika! Mikhail bent down low enough for Nini to whisper into his ears. The further we go, the more worries I am that there isn't really an exit. Rine, can you come with me? Come on, come on! The young girl grabbed Rine by the hand and pulled her further along the tunnel and rounded the corner until they were out of sight. Me and Turbot scrabble a lot, but we love each other. So you are the European version of Biz and Lecky, I guess. Good. Understood. What the... I'm coming too. Wait. Wrapped in darkness, it was hard to tell, but it almost seemed as if Mikhail's expression had softened considerably. I just... You know. What is it? Why did the two run away? I don't understand. And why are we all sabby now? I just wanted to say thanks for trusting me. You didn't have to. I might not have trusted you if our positions were flipped. Well, I wouldn't have, so thanks. It's fine. I just want us all to get out of here. It's as simple as that. We will. I hope so. Look, I feel like we need to clear the air a little. You said you know me. It's not that I'm forgotten. I'm sure of it. We have never met. Your name is Sebastian. You are 23 old. You went to... I get it, you know me, but I don't know you. That's impossible. Why do you hate me then, specifically? Do I really have to say it? Well, I'm not a mind reader, I don't think anyway. Fine. Back when we were in high school, you made friends with me even though I was just an unpopular loser. Huh? And when I told you that Look, it doesn't matter what I told you, but you dropped me as fast as you became friends with me. Asshole. Give me a break, I don't even remember that. Then what? Out of the two of us, one of us has false memories? Or both of us? You sound insane, but I will give you the benefit of the doubt for now. I take back the asshole. Thanks. Oh, don't thank me. Thank yourself for looking like such an air-headed idiot. You're putting on a very convincing act. Eh? Oh, I always look like that. Do you always look how you look? You know, like someone put salt instead of sugar in your hot chocolate? You know what? You are an asshole. A complete and utter asshole who can't take a single thing seriously to save his life. I'm serious when I'm thanking someone. I don't believe you. Seth pulled on Mikhail's long, oversized sleeve, forcing the two of them to stop face to face. Thank you. You still could have got out of your room and left us if you wanted to, so thank you. And I'm sorry. You don't need to say you are sorry to me. We are friends. There's no need for that, not between us. Sorry if all of that did really happen between us. It's whatever. Come on, hurry up already. He turned away from Seth's earnest expression and quickened his pace, rounding the curved tunnel. Nini? What are you muttering about? Not even, you are welcome? Shut up for a second. Then he saw it. Rine, on the ground, and Nini standing next to her body. Nini is the evil. Mika! Seth! Did you... No? Mikhail frowned, speeding up into a jog. What happened? Nini blinked hard, trying desperately to stop herself from crying. We were just walking, and she suddenly collapsed. Really? Really? What were you talking about? I can't tell you. Nini? She said she can't tell us. And you think that's okay? Press X to doubt. Yeah. Either Nini, something is up with these two. With Nini and with the other one. What, do you think this is her fault? I don't know, and she is the only one who does. She is a child. You are you are being awfully protective of her, aren't you? Is there something you're not telling me? Like what? Like you two knew each other before coming in here. Don't be an idiot. Are you family? I don't have any family. Oh, that was Nini. I don't have any family. You don't have to tell this guy anything, Nini. Nini held on tight to the front of her dress and shook her head adamantly. I didn't do anything to Rine, really. Well, I would wonder how she would, to be honest. Fine. Her body was light in his arms as Seth reached down to pick her up. I would rather wait for her to wake up, but we are running out of time. Her face was calm and her chest slowly rose and fell. She's not hurt, at least. Mika, I really didn't. It's okay, I believe you. Rina must have just been a little tired. She fell over and I tried to help her, but... You did a good job, don't worry. No blood. She didn't seem to hit her head. She's just asleep. She really did seem awfully small in his arm. Awfully vulnerable. As the tunnel rounded, finally their destination came into sight. A large wooden door engraved with markings both foreign and ancient looking. Seth's eye turned to take in the spectacle. Although spider webs and dust littered the surfaces, underneath that you could tell it was a masterpiece. With a loud, drawn-out creak, Mikhail pushed the door open. As Nini passed, she looked up at Seth with bleeding, sorry eyes. He couldn't meet those eyes. Oh, come on, she's just a little child. Out of all of them, she is weird, but still the most trustworthy, I guess. The air was musty with the smell of old books, left for so long in dust, which blew into the air as the trio walked into the room. Carefully, as if he was putting down a prized possession, Seth sat down Rine on a low bench. She slumped to the side, still fast asleep. Wow. Nini tentatively tiptoed further into the library. Her fingers danced along the spines of the books before she spun one of the globes in the center of the room. Her gaze traveled ever upwards, landing on the ceiling that was decorated with paintings of all kinds, of glorious battles, of love, of peace. Of peace hard won. What is this place? A place someone wanted to keep secret, that's for sure. Be careful what to touch, Nini. It's okay, it's safe. I'm not sure about that. It might not be. I don't think anything has had any traps yet, though. I don't think anything has had any traps yet, though. Okay. Seth turned away from the other two as they chatted quietly. Instead, he turned his attention to the rows of books. Some were so dated the titles could no longer be read. Others weren't even written in languages he recognized. Thank you for the look. Have a good look. Bye-bye. Just what is this place? Scientific books of studies long lost to mankind graced his vision, knowledge that no man should have. Peripatetic chronology, huh? Watch out! Ah! His head whipped around at the sound of Nini's outburst. A blade was an inch away from her throat, protruded out from between two books directly in front of her. What happened? I just wanted to look at the book. As soon as she tried to pull it out, it just sprung at her. Not that you would care. Don't be an idiot, of course I care. So you are done blaming a little girl for a grown woman collapsing? I was just worried about her, I know. You are not worried about how you will make Nini feel. If you are not here to apologize, then hurry up and find the way out of here. Fine. Please don't fight. Once again, Seth walked between the rows of books, this time more carefully than before. Where is it? What do we have to do to leave this place? And who put us here? As the minutes ticked down, so too did Seth's anxiousness start to rise. What the hell? There's nothing in this room with code. Mika, we have been looking for more than 30 minutes. Look, we only have 25 minutes left. If that door, he pointed towards a door that sat shut, beside it a screen waiting for the code to be inputted. If that door doesn't lead out of here, then we are done. We will have no time left. There has to be something. Then, where is it? Rine, you're okay. Sebastian? I'm here. He rushed to her side. She clutched her head as if the ache was too much to bear. Where are we? In a library. We found it after you... She looked around with newfound clarity in her eyes. Under the church. How... Where was I? Rine, are you okay? How much time do we have? A little over 20 minutes? Shit. What happened to you? I don't remember. I was walking. Nini said something to me, then my head... It started feeling like I was going to burst open. Then everything went black. Stay here and rest. We will find the way out. I'm fine. You are not. Why are you acting so serious? Because the situation is serious. Didn't you say that making jokes was your way of dealing with things like this? Did I? Does she remember another timeline? Maybe not? Rina hopped to her feet, unsteadily at first. Good to see you on your feet. Can you tell this jackass that Nini didn't do anything to you? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Nini looked down at the ground, her shoulders slumped. Have you found the code yet? We haven't found a damn thing. What's that? She pointed towards the blade, which still stuck out of the bookcase like a sore thumb. The place is booby-trapped. It nearly got Nini when she touched the book over there. Rina hobbled forward until she stood directly in front of the aforementioned bookcase. And one by one, she pulled the books from their place and dropped them to the ground. Rina, wait, you could get hurt. It's okay. Look! Behind the books, on the now empty shelf, was a note stuck to the wood. Book 1 is in the third position. The books in the first and second position add to 9. Wait, what? Book 1 is in the first position. Third position. There we go. The book in the first and second position add to 9. Write it down. Yeah, I try. Position 1 plus 2 equals 9. Don't know what that is supposed to mean. Book 5 comes before book 2. I hate these. Book 5 before... Sorry if that is wrong. Book 2, right? Yeah. Book 6 is 2 positions away from book 5. Book 6, 2 positions away from book 5. Book 7 is in between book 2 and 4. Seven is between book 2 and 4. Okay. Book 8 is only beside one other book. Oh, okay, so book 8 is on the side. 8 on side. Okay. They were in the wrong order? It looks like it. Look, the books have numbers and letters along their spines. If we can't put them in the right order, it might give us the password. Alright, let me give it a go. Okay, so book 1 is on position 3, that they already told us. Book 8 is on one of the sides. Have fun puzzling, yeah, thank you, I hate these. Book 1 is on third position. 1 plus 2 equals 9. 1 plus 2 equals 9. So if 8 is here, then there would be 1 that doesn't work, so 8 must be around here. 9 could be 7 plus 2, or 5 plus 4, or 3 plus 6. So that doesn't tell us a lot. 7 is somewhere between 2 and 4. It doesn't say that 2 and 4 are directly next to 7 though, just that 7 is next, like between those two. Book 5 is before book 2. Okay. So if book 5 is before book 2, and 7 is between 4 and like this, yeah? Then 7 cannot be over here. You see, I could have made it like this. 7 is between 2 and somewhere over here is 4. But that doesn't work as 5 is before 2. Because now there are too many books that would need to be over here. Seven, 2, 4, 6, 3. Stop bomb. That's an easy one. Stop bomb. Great. How? I don't know, but it says stop bomb. Stop bomb? That's a very specific password. As long as it's getting us out of here, I don't care what the passcode is. Nini rushed over to the door, jumping at the panel beside it. I can't reach. I will do it. Stop bomb. Have I written it wrong? No, I don't want to save it. Thank you. Stop. Bomb. Can I... like this? Ah, okay. There. With a click, the door unlocked. Finally! Seth grabbed a hold of the handle and pulled. But on the other side of the door, where they were expecting another tunnel, or a ladder, or a staircase, was a cement wall. What the? And on it were the following words, in dark paint. Go back. Stop bomb? Go back? This is... It has to be a joke. We are missing something. We have to run now. But surely, if it's back in the church we started in, that's at least a 5-minute walk. We have 10 minutes. Nini, let's go. Mikhail took Nini by the hand first and ran from the room. It's not enough time. Come on. Why? Because even if it's not possible, even if we are wasting the last moments of our lives on something we can't do, I would do it anyway. I would leave this life knowing I did everything I could. You seem different. I think passing out knocked some sense back into me. Stay here if you want, but after everything we have been through together, I would like you to be there. Whether it's the end of us or not. Okay, You know what I'm thinking about? That imagine it is a run back and forth. Like they tell us to run back, then we do something there, and then we have to do something here again. It would be good to be here then. On the other hand, if we need all four of us over there, then we would be screwed if we stay. What would chaos do? Oh, VVCD. What would chaos do? Chaos. I would like the bomb, even though, well, I would like the bomb, Not near me, but I would like to see the bomb. I guess I go with them. Right now we don't have any evidence that we would be needed here later. So the only way to do anything is by going back, right? Also, I do not want to be left alone. Well, I do like books. So if it was just the library, I would stay here. But with all the doom over us, I would go with them. Sure. Rine, you know, when you said you felt like I was someone important to you. Yes? Is that how you still feel? More than ever. Me too. You're like the sister I never had. Of course, I will be with you in the end. Come on. Why do I have the feeling that this is some kind of trap? The tunnel was quiet, except for the sound of their own hurried footsteps. Mikhail and Nini were long gone. The timer ticked down. The room was still just as empty as before. Nothing moved on the other side of the window. The timer ticked down. As the two ran, each step upwards made their legs ache, but they persevered. I know this word. Persevered? I still cannot say it. I know the word, I know how it is spoken, I cannot speak it. Onwards. The timer ticked down. Neither of them spoke up. At this point, all they could do was run. Run as if nothing else in the world mattered. The timer ticked down. Each rock was cool to the touch, already having forgotten the warmth of the previous hands that had sat upon it. They climbed up, faster and faster, as the timer ticked down, steadily. Okay, and now? 5 minutes remained. The room had already been turned upside down. Mikhail and Nini combined had begun to search every inch, every crevice, every place hidden in that shadows for what would be their demise in less than 5 minutes. It's not here. It has to be. Where have you searched? Everywhere. No. They tore through the room, searching, begging, pleading, with themselves, with each other, with whoever put them in this situation. 2 minutes remained. That's when Nini started to cry. It was nearly silent at first, a small whimper. But as the second ticked by, it became a wail. I want to go home. Please. I'm sorry. It's over. Not yet. You said I would leave this life knowing I did everything I could. We have done everything and we have failed. Even if we found it at this point, does anyone here know how to deactivate a bomb? Come with me. She led Seth by the sleeve, approaching the spot where they had met nearly 2 hours ago. It feels like it's been longer, doesn't it? Like we have known each other for a lifetime. Yeah. And back here, okay. She put her hands together and prayed, whether she was praying to a god or for a savior or for both. He would never know. When I was younger, my family abandoned me. That's how I got adopted by my father. You remembered? A little bit. When? When I woke up in the library. He was the kindest man to have ever lived. Was? He died not that long ago. When he went, I promised myself I would do anything to pass on that kindness he shared with me. That's nice. What a comment. That's nice. He told me what to do in times like this, you know. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. The dawn will break and tomorrow will come and you will be okay. Because you are strong and kind and hardworking. We will be okay together. He was a good dad. The best. Rina laughed sadly. It doesn't feel like everything's going to be okay this time though. Seth gently rested a hand on her shoulder. Maybe not, but you passed on that kindness that he showed you, didn't you? That's enough. Warning, 10 seconds remain. Thanks, Seth, for everything. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Goodbye, Dad. We will face the end together. The midday sun hung heavy over the remnants of a church long forgotten and those lost within. Oh? These are the endings that I could get if I distrust them and if I stay in the library. I guess we could do these in fast pace. Skip. Whee! Don't. I can't do it. Seth turned away from both the monitor and Mikhail's judging eyes. He will leave us here if I press it. Then we wait. I don't think he's very happy. Rina nodded back towards the window where Mikhail was banging on it soundlessly. Why is it our decision? Why doesn't she just press it? Whatever colorful words were escaping his lips were fortunately lost before they even ever reached him. The brown-haired man shook his head. Sorry, Mikhail, I can't trust you. I want to trust you, but I can't. It seems as if Mikhail went through all 5 stages of grief in a constant cycle. But no matter how much Seth insisted he press his button first, he utterly refused. See, if he really wanted to get out of here, he would do it, wouldn't he? Yeah. Ignoring the furious white and black-haired man behind the window, Seth used one of the tables as a chair, his back turned to them. When the door opens, we won't have much time, 15 minutes maybe. Yeah. It probably won't be enough time, will it? Maybe not. The 45 minutes wait was slow, almost torturous. The seconds ticked down on the clock until finally the door opened. Mikhail slammed into it only a few moments later. You asshole! Mikhail, with Nini in tow, stormed into the room. What the hell were you What the hell were you thinking? Hey, what do you mean, what was I thinking? You refused to press yours first. And don't you think there's a good reason for that? Why didn't he just type out what his side said, instead of just telling them to press a button? What did you think after you let us out? We would have just abandoned you in here? I'm not you. Come on, Nini, we are getting out of here alone. But those two want us to die. I won't let that happen. Then they joined hands, Nini trailing behind Mikhail as he stormed out of the room. Let's go check their room. Okay, good idea. Outside of the newly opened door was another long, wide tunnel that stretched into the darkness. Mikhail and Nini were already long gone. This must be their room. Directly next to the door they had just left was another one, exactly the same as the last. Feeling like a knot was already forming in his stomach, Seth led the way into the room. The room was exactly the same as theirs, which came at no surprise, seeing as they could see the majority of it from the window. A light bolted to the wall, a row of tables, the window, and lastly the monitor. Rina approached it first, and the timer ticked down to below 5 minutes. Her eyebrow twitched, a frown forming as she... A frown, not a brown. Kitties! Aww. I will not nom this one. They are cute. Neko, Kumo, and purring. Her eyebrow twitched, a frown forming as she continued reading. Oh no. What is it? The door will automatically open in 45 minutes. If you convince the other team to press their button, your door will open and you will be able to open their door from the other side. If you press your button, the doors will open in 1 hour. What? The knot in Seth's stomach twisted and turned in regret. Then shit. There was no way to know. If he had just explained instead of if only writing press your button, it might have helped. I should have trusted him. I messed up. I really messed up. Come sit next to me. Sitting on a table, she scooted over to make room for him. But the timer. There's not enough time. So let's sit together while we still have the chance. He couldn't think of any words to say, so instead he just said, It started low and soft. Warning, 10 seconds remain. She hummed a song of simple pleasures, sunlight on your face, a home-cooked meal waiting for you, walking by yourself surrounded by nature. A song of sadness, of loneliness, of a lifetime of regret. A song of the past and the future. What is that song? It's pretty. Rina smiled. Behind that smile was a sense of loss that only came from forgetting what was once important to you. It's my secret song. Now it's both of ours. Okay. Maybe we need the information about her secret song. Do I get head pats? That's an interesting heart. It's changing colors and there are like diamonds in it. Cute. And then we can stay back in the library. Let's skip. Whee! We know that one. Can we skip it? Stop. Oh wait, this beam is over here. There we go. It's even typed in still. I want to stay here, thank you. Seth dropped his hands to his side and looked away from Rina. That was all the answer she needed. I understand. This is it then. Seth nodded silently. Thank you for everything, for trusting in me even in a place like this. You too. I hope if the next life does exist, we can meet again, under better circumstances. They can't really get much worse, can they? You will jinx it if you say that. Rine took a slow, careful step forward, then two more, then ran to wrap her arms around Seth's shoulder. Thanks, Seth. No, thank you. Good luck. She didn't waste another moment. Rine, with an expression both complex and simple all at once, turned and ran from the library. The room was once again silent. Seth walked from shelf to shelf. He mimicked Nini's curious nature from earlier, his fingers trailing against each book as he passed. Is this the right decision? Seth looked back up at the timer. Under 5 minutes. They must all be up there searching by now. Wonder if they have found anything. 2 minutes. That's when he heard a faint ticking sound. Huh? Oh, is the bomb over here? Where? Tick, tick, tick. Where is it coming from? Quickly he threw books from their shelves, searching for the cause of the sound and disregarding his own safety completely. If I'm going to die anyway. No matter where he searched, no matter where he went, it seemed as if the sound wasn't getting any closer. It's coming from me? What? Excuse me? I am the bomb? Is it in my clothes? Warning, 10 seconds remain. So, this really is it. 5 seconds. Guess it's a good thing I didn't go with them. 2 seconds. I would rather be alone. Hope you guys make it. Excuse me? And we still didn't get this one. I thought we need to go to the church. It said that we need to go to the church. Oh, sad. Yeah, I'm confused. How big of a bomb can you build in somebody's clothes without them noticing? You know, they are heavy. I'm quite sure it says we need to know what the fear of our friend is. And I thought she has the fear of the darkness. Should be here. Okay. This one? Are you about to say something incredibly long-winded and pointless? Maybe. I'm just a little afraid of the dark, okay? Ah. Yeah, that was gonna be my guess. Okay, that was that part. Whee! Why can I not go further? Okay, since we are still stuck over here, I guess we will go over here. Ooh-ha. The matches. Mikael, why don't you light one of those matches? So this one is... We are in a... how do you call it? A big hall where you normally work. And it is falling apart, like the beams falling down. And we went down a hall and it is getting darker and darker and darker. And first time we haven't had matches. So we got lost in the dark and The only thing we were able to do was wait until hopefully somebody came back, but nobody came, so the time was up and we exploded. So now this time Mikhail has his matches and he can help us. Mikhail, why don't you light one of those matches? Did you hit your head? I don't have any matches. You do, in your pocket. No, I don't. And Mikhail is a sibling of Rena. The sound of his hands wandering from pocket to pocket stopped, as if he had found something. What the hell? I didn't put those there. Why would I carry matches? Maybe you just don't remember? I would remember. He struck the match against the box. A moment later, a small light illuminated their faces. Ooh, I like this. Hey, give me one too. Whatever, fine. Mikhail struck another match and handed it over reluctantly. How did you know about this? You were the one who told me. You found those marshmallows, remember? Ah, the marshmallows, yeah, in the train. Huh? Wait, when did that happen? That wasn't... Who... Savvy, are you okay? At some point his head had begun to throb again. I'm fine. I think I was just confused. I don't know how I knew. I thought you told me, but that couldn't have happened. We just met. Unless you were the one who dragged us in here and you dumped them on me beforehand? Do I really seem like the evil mastermind type? Maybe you're only acting like an idiot. Or maybe you did it. Or her. Or Nini. You really believe that she can drag you in here? Do you want to adopt each other or get out of here? I can do both. Come on, Rena. Rena. Rena and Mikhail are in this timeline siblings, apparently. Mika, wait! The light started to shrink as he left ahead of Nini and Seth with Rena by his side. Why is he being so mean? No clue. But I guess he's just scared and worried for his sister. We better hurry before we lose them. Savvy? You okay? Did you put those matches there? I don't think so. But it's not impossible, I guess, if I have forgotten. I trust you. Seth smiled at the little girl. She held the front of her dress carefully, as if it didn't belong to her. Thanks, Nini. I trust you too. It's weird. It's like I remembered him telling me about them. Do you think I'm going crazy? Maybe you can see the future. Wouldn't it be helpful if that were possible? Maybe I would have avoided getting stuck in here. Seth ruffled Nini's hair. You are a good kid, you know that? Your parents must be proud of you. Hey, we are a team, aren't we? A team? Yeah, like those two. They are a team, so we can be a team too. Who is the sidekick? Me, of course. Really? That's right. So that girl... Seth pointed down the dark corridor to where they could see Rena, her arm linked in with her brother's. She hasn't said much except, Mika stop, Mika no, right? Those matches last a while. Yeah, and they haven't burnt their fingers yet. I am waiting for them to say ouch. I think it would be good if I could talk to her one-on-one. In case she knows anything. That's right. See, this is why I'm your sidekick. So, when we find a place with some light, you go distract Mikhail while I grab her. Sound good? Yeah, I can do that. Then we have a plan. They quickly caught up with Rina and Mikhail, who were speaking quietly, barely above a whisper. Did you miss us? What, you didn't get lost back there already? What a shame. He missed me, how sweet. Wait a second, look. Just ahead, light spilled out from the gaps in a closed door. The four sped up, desperate to escape the darkness they had found themselves in for so long. Seth pushed against the door, waiting to find it locked, but instead it swung open with ease. Do you know these extra long matches that you have for, I guess, fireplaces? I'm guessing he had them. So his pockets must be really, really big. Despite not being particularly bright, what little light that was inside the room burned their eyes. The room was made of cement, significantly smaller than the last, and covered in graffiti. Gravity. Yeah, this room specifically was covered in gravity. In it sat a couple of chairs, haphazardly thrown around. The light seemed to be natural. Far up near the ceiling were small, dark windows, far out of reach. Even if they wanted to try smashing these ones, there was no way to get up that high, at least none that Seth could see. Ready, Nini? She nodded as if she was given a mission of grave importance. Mika! What do you want? And don't call me. Mika, come with me. Hey, wait! Nini grabbed him by the arm and pulled him to the other side of the room, a wide smile on her face. Phase 1 complete. Good job, Nini. I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I wonder what that was about. Poor Mikhail, he isn't... I thought you said gravel for a second. Yes, everything is covered in gravel. Or do you mean the mission? That is also full with gravel. Poor Mikhail, he isn't very good with kids. Are you worried about something happening to Nini? Oh, absolutely not. He wouldn't hurt her or anything. I'm more worried for him. She seems very excited. Nini jumped up and down in place, holding on tight to Mikhail. He looked around desperately, as if waiting for someone to come save him. So, since we are alone, how did that happen? How did we get alone? I'm sorry, but I don't feel that way about you. Oh. What? No, ew. And we only just... He really cared for you, you know that. Earlier, he made me promise that if anything happened to him, I would help you escape. This one is the timeline of the train. Mikhail just died, or is dying at the moment. We haven't met before, have we? No, I mean, I don't think so. Are you sure? How did you know about those matches? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. What if I said I would? What if, instead, you pass everything I say on to your brother? She looked back to Mikhail. He was still getting almost tortured by Nini, who was now running circles around him. I don't tell him everything. I had a memory of him telling me about them. I don't know where or when, but he pulled them out and showed me. And that's how I knew. So you think you have met before? I have no clue. Okay, I believe you and I trust that you are not the one who put us here. That easily? What if I am a very good liar? I also trust my brother's judgment of you, you know? A little bit of an airhead. You are a smart woman. Since we are both so trusting of each other now, will you tell me anything you know? It's not much, but it's something. Mikhail and I woke up in that closet. There's a joke to be made there. Rina shook her head and continued her story. Truthfully, I was the one who woke up first. I rushed over to Mikhail. I didn't even know if he was alive. But I found him sleeping. I was relieved, so I sat with him for a while. In his sleep, he whispered Seth. I didn't know what it meant until you introduced yourself. He knows me? I don't know. That's all he said. I gotta talk to him. Wait. Let me talk to him first. Right now, well, he's probably not in a great mood. Child, go annoy someone else. Annoy anyone else. Wait, Mika. Sebastian, take your thing. It's kinda weird when you say my full name. I feel like I'm in trouble. You are. Behind his back, Seth gave Nini a thumbs up. She repeated the motion, a large smile on her face. Mika, why don't we start searching for the way to continue? What? Everyone's finished wasting time now? He didn't harass you, did he? Not at all. Good. As the two left to look around the room together, Seth's eyes drift back to the timer, 1 hour 20 minutes. Nice job. I tried to keep him distracted for longer, but he came back. That was perfect. I got some more information out of Rina, too. We will work all of this out and be out of here in no time. And find out what Mikhail is hiding from me along the way. When I was talking to Mikhail, I tried to look for the password, but I didn't find anything. The room is pretty bare, isn't it? Seth walked through the middle of the room, looking up. The ceiling was at least 2 stories high. We are missing something. What was that click? Did I step on a bomb or something? Nini, don't move. Under Nini's foot, a metal plate has pressed into the floor as she has stepped onto it. Not Nini! Take me! What is it? Just stay still for a second. It's not a bomb, is it? Oh god, she said it. Did you say bomb? Where? Calm down, calm down. It might not. Might? There's easier ways to kill us. Why bother putting us through this if they are just going to blow us up in the end? It's some kind of pressure plate. She has to come off of it. I'm scared. Better just rip the band-aid off. Nini, take my hand. You trust me, right? At once she took his hand and he pulled her off the metal pressure plate and away, shielding her body with his own. When nothing happened, he turned back around. All of that for nothing? Did you want it to be a bomb? Well, no, but it is a little anticlimactic. Anticlimactic. Savior complex much? Mika, Rine elbowed Mikhail in the ribs gently, nudging him forward. Do I have to? Yes. Sorry, I was wrong to... Yes? To? Accuse you of bringing us here. No need to force yourself. See, I didn't need to apologize. Yes, you did. Another loud metal click came from the plate as it split in half, revealing something hidden. A letter, as we unmarked envelopes. Huh? To receive the password, you must play 2 truths, 1 lie. Choose one person to be the guesser. Is this supposed to be a joke? Treating us like children, sorry Nini, and make us do this shit? Whoever set all this up must be watching us, laughing his ass off. Savvy should do it. Me? Why? I think you know everyone the best here. Oh, she means that random memory. Well, if everyone's fine with it, that works for me. Yeah, whatever. Why don't you two play? You say you are siblings. You should know each other well. Better than me knowing a random stranger. Thanks for your confidence. Carefully, Seth flipped over the 3 envelopes. Each one had neat, careful letters on it. Rine, Nini, and Mikhail. Wait, where's mine? Well, you are not playing, are you, Savvy? I guess not, but how would they know that ahead of time? That's a good question. Think about it later. We are running out of time. Right. How do we do this? Guess I will just go first. He opened his envelope, holding the letter inside close to him to stop anyone else from seeing what was on it. My favorite color is blue. That's a lie. Wait a second. This is stupid. All of these are... Shh. Mika, if you spoil it, we might get punished or something. I don't have a little sister. I'm in love with someone. What's true and what's a lie? Wait, so I need to pick the truth. So, his favorite color is lilac, not blue. In the other worlds, he doesn't have a little sister. So I was confused why she says she is a sister. And he is in love with someone, so... Is that really right? Am I sure? What's true and what's a lie? Wait. This one. It doesn't let me pick... I am supposed to pick the truth, right? Okay, let's say this one. Your favorite color? It's not blue. Looks like I'm right. Wait, what? Oh, are there 3 rights and 1 lie? That's not right. Huh? This is bullshit. I do have a little sister. She's standing right here. And in love? Bullshit. I don't love anyone. I don't know. The game says you're wrong. The game is wrong. I will go next. Ahem. Someone related to me is here. I am afraid of the dark. And I don't know how to use a computer. What? Which is it? The lie is... Oh, okay, so 3 truths and 1 lie. I thought it is 3 lies and 1 truth. No, 2 lies and 1 truth. There we go. Wait. If the game says that these two are not related to each other, then this should be a lie. Unless she is related to someone like Nini. She is afraid of the dark. She isn't afraid of the dark. Oh, the lie is. Yeah. I forget that I have to take the lie, not the truth. I'm quite sure she should know how to use a computer. One by one, the questions started popping up on the screen. Rina considered each carefully, taking her time to answer each attentively. You do know how to use a computer? So that's a lie? Good job, Seth. That also means that one person here is related to her. And she's afraid of the dark. Okay. It's your turn, Nini. Oh. The small hands trembled as she opened her envelope. I am 8 years old. I have a family. I have never been to school before. What? But these are horrible. I suppose she could be 8, but the other 2? She said that she doesn't have a family. So that's a lie. She said she's 8. What? I don't have any family. I'm confused with my brain just cannot grab the difference between should I take a lie or should I take a truth? I hate it. I don't want to say it. You don't have a family? So that's a lie? She has never been to school? Why? Nini looked away. The thing that Seth was correct seemed to weigh very heavily on his soul. Nini, this is bullshit. Seriously, all of mine were fake. The proof is right there. He pointed to Rina, who seems to be mirroring Nini at that moment. Her gaze seemed lonely. Rina? Tell them. Tell them it's wrong. Mika, there must have been some mistake. You are my brother. See? Does it really matter? If we are one step closer to escaping, then I don't care what lies I have to listen to. A click came from the spot in the floor where the envelope and letter had appeared. When the group looked towards the noise, a single scrap of paper had appeared. But before Seth could kneel down to pick her up, Nini had already taken it into her hands. Sorry. She bolted towards the door, inserted the code and squeezed through the door as it opened before Seth could even move to react. Ah, shit. I'm going to go find her. Seth, let us. We will catch up soon. The corridor was long and quiet, but fortunately not nearly as dark as the last one. Seth scanned around in search of where Nini could have gone, but everything was quiet. Far too quiet. He could hear his own heartbeat, his own quickening breath, his own pounding footsteps as he ran as fast as he could muster. She's just a little girl, a girl with no one else to look out for her. It's too dangerous here for her, especially alone. Maybe we should give her a sword. 1 hour left on the clock. Where could she have gone? If I was her, where would I... Hush, hush, little lamb. I guess she's singing. A gentle voice came from behind a pile of wood and metal scraps. It sang a tune, both incredibly sweet and incredibly sad. A song of simple pleasures, sunlight on your face, a home-cooked meal waiting for you. Walking by yourself, surrounded by nature, we know that text. A song of sadness, of loneliness, of a lifetime of regret. A song for someone so very lonely. Seth approached quietly, then ducked down to crawl into the space she was hidden in. She is singing the same song as... Rina? This name? Rina. There we go. So... And Rina said it is her secret song. So I don't think she would tell Nini about it. Her song came to an end, and all that remained was a soft whimper and red cheeks. Nini sat huddled into the corner in a ball. Her eyes rose to greet Seth as he sat down beside her, but she made no move to say anything. That was a pretty song. It's my secret song, only I know it. Are Nini and Rina the same person? I mean, they kinda, red eyes, white hair, the hair overall, and the ruffles. She is sus. Well, now we both know it. I won't tell anyone. It can be your secret song. I want to share it with you. Okay, our secret song. Do you want to tell me where you learned it? I made it up. Really? Yeah, when I was all alone, I wrote it to keep myself company. Sabby, actually, my family didn't love me. I'm sure they would leave me for weeks in an attic, my grandma's attic. She would only come up to leave me food. I cried and told her I wanted to see my parents, but she said they didn't want me anymore. They hated me. Oh. But then one day they came and picked me up. I got in the car with them. I was so happy, but they didn't say anything. They wouldn't even look at me. We kept driving until it got dark. I was so sleepy. I closed my eyes. Then when I opened them again, my mom pulled me out of my seat and left me there. They left you there? It was somewhere I had never been before. Ah, shit. Then I was taken to an orphanage. The police tried to find my parents, but they already left the country. Do I know what to say or don't I know what to say? To be honest, I don't know what to say. What will you say to that? Most likely, I'm sorry. In times like these, there's something you can do. Really? Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. Are we her dad? Because in the one with the church, Rene said that her father had told her, in times like these, she should take a deep breath. Are we adopting her? The dawn will break and tomorrow will come and you will be okay. because you are strong and kind and hardworking. We will be okay together. You promise? I pinky promise. Seth held out his pinky and Nini looped in her arm. Savvy, would you still be friends with me if it was my fault we are here? Huh? Is it? I don't know. Nini, nothing that's happening is your fault. You're not to blame for any of this, or any of what came before this. We will be friends no matter what, alright? She didn't have the words to respond to Seth's earnestness. She simply wrapped her small arms around him and buried her face in his shoulder. There you guys are. We were worried about you. We were? Mikhail looked away from Rina. Obviously, the two still hadn't quite got over what happened earlier yet. Whatever, we found the next door, so hurry up and help us find the code. Is it okay with you, Nini? She wiped her eyes with her sleeve, then nodded. Yeah. Seth stood first, then held out his hand to Nini. She took it, quickly rising to stand beside him. 40 minutes left. There's no more time for sudden outbursts, emotional episodes, or stupid jokes. You hear? Are you talking to yourself? I'm not going to dignify that with a response. But by saying that, you are responded. Doesn't that just prove I'm getting to you? Just shut up already. Look up ahead. That's the room we found. How does it look? Well, you will have to see for yourself, I think. That doesn't bode well. They passed through a metal doorway and out onto a platform of sorts. Ooh. It's over there, see? On the other side. I don't see a door. Oh, are we over here and this is a door? Right, over the gap, which would make you fall a couple of stories, then break your legs. Cool. Of course it is. And there's a hook in the middle. Brilliant. We will have to swing on it and jump across. Yeah, because I can do that. Is that really the only way? No ladder anywhere? None of the other rooms have anything useful? Not that we could find. This is it? We have to swing across? What should we do? There's not much choice. No, there's not. Alright. I'm up first. Wish me luck. Seth rayed. He took a few steps back, then ran and jumped. His hands cocked the metal hook, which was luckily not sharp, and he swung, building momentum. Okay, just a second later and he landed on the other platform. Remember what I told you before, Nini? Be brave. I will catch you. Is this really a good idea? Rina, it's the only option. Mikhail's face twisted in surprise. Even he himself was not expecting an outburst directed at his own sister. Sorry. Nini closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and Seth could have sworn he saw her mouth, "Everything will be okay." And then she jumped. Seth's heart fell into his stomach. The moment she flew through the air seemed to go on forever. Time only returned to normal as she cocked hold of the hook. She swung, and then swung some more, then finally went catapulting towards the opposite platform. Her feet hit the edge of the platform, but it wasn't enough. She teetered over the edge, before Seth cocked hold of her arm and pulled her away from the drop. She smiled widely. I knew you would catch me. I wasn't so sure for a second there. Rina and Mikhail both made the jump themselves smoothly, Perhaps after seeing such a young child accomplish it, they felt more confident. Alright, I hope none of you left anything on the other side because we are not going back. If only we left you over there, I would at least be a lot quieter. Oh, I have a very loud voice. I'm sure you would still hear me. What's this? It looks like some kind of list. What kind of list is this supposed to be? They are just random words. Maybe there's some kind of code in them. A phone, a QR code, a password. Doesn't someone have a phone? Michael, give me your phone. What are you talking about? How the hell do you know everything I'm carrying? No clue, but can we argue and possibly have a fist fight about it after we escaped? Tick-tock, time's going down. Whatever, the passcode is... It's fine, I got it. Let's try searching for these words. You are more of an idiot than you look. Do you think I have a signal? Don't you think I would have called for help if I did? For some reason that doesn't matter. I know it will work anyway. It's worth a try. Wait, what? Chicken? Why chicken? Why is my account this face? OP? Wait, notepad. OP? OP? Close. Can I go back? Thanks. A seeker. Instead of Google, it is seeker. Square. EN. Open. If it is like open door, then... Concrete. Sesame? Open sesame? Close. Back. Nail. Web. Open sesame. Is it one? No, 2 words. There. The answer is... Wait, seriously? Open sesame? Rene elbowed him in the ribs again. Forget these stupid puzzles. All these passwords are something a child could have come up with. Perhaps we should be thankful they aren't more difficult. Thankful? For any of this? No chance. Okay, this is good. You two argue, I will go do all the work. Once again. Seth ignored their bickering and approached the screen. It awaited his answer. With one swift motion, he typed in the answer. What a stupid password. Whoever set this up is really dumb. Okay, the door opening, that's enough. The door's opening, that's enough. Chop chop, through the door. You can bicker and run at the same time. 20 minutes left. We must be near the exit. Or there's no exit. There is, I'm sure of it. There has to be. What if you're wrong? Then we die. Why are you arguing with me so much, Mika? My name's Mikael. You are mad about earlier. I'm not mad. You sound kind of mad. You will stay out of this. This is a family matter. Is it? You are the one that's so sure our relationship means nothing because of a stupid game? That's not... I'm right. Don't disagree with me just for the sake of disagreeing with me. Do you know how hurtful it is for you to treat me like just a stranger? This is getting awkward. So, Nini, how's it going? Do you think I want to treat you like that? I just want some kind of explanation. Not too bad. You? I wish I had one to give you. Yeah, alright. God, what did I do to be in the middle of this? Why don't I believe you? Why do I feel like you know something? Mika. There's a... Mikhail. There is a hole in the ground. The group drew to a halt, just in front of them. A sharp piece of metal stuck out from a large hole in the ground. I would say that's the room we are looking for too. Just ahead, light spilled out from a room beyond the corridor. Natural, bright, fresh light. It felt like their savior. Seth and Nini led the way, speeding towards that light. Mikhail and Rine, somewhat separated, followed behind. I have a bad feeling. The room was large and bright. Windows faced the outside world, taunting them. And on the far side of the room was a large doorway, waiting to be opened. This is it. Look, it leads outside. We are really going to get out? Looks like it. Should we do a group hug? Group hug yourself. I'm going to look for the code. Roger that, Mika. Mikhail left the group first. Rine stared in his direction, unsure if she should follow or not, before finally deciding against it. Looks like it's just you and your sidekick again. I have the best sidekick ever. Yeah, you do. Well, we would better join the others. Sebastian. Yes? We are about to leave and go back into the real world, so... When we get out of there, will you be my new dad? Oh. I will always be a good girl, I promise. I know, you are a very good girl and I would be lucky to be there for you. But... Oh? But we have to do it properly. We will go back to your orphanage and sort out all the papers. How does that sound? I'm confused. We are, as far as we know, we are single at the moment. Are we adopting a child on our own? Really? Not that it is impossible, it is just really hard. Yeah, really. I found it. Where? Come on, we can work it out after we are out of there. Let's leave together. Look, it's just a jumble of words. What if we unjumble them? Good idea, Nini. 10 minutes. Everyone get thinking now. For once, Seth couldn't argue or making a joke. 10 minutes remained, and everything rode on this singular world. Okay. It's also a long word. Is it even just one? It's not pretend. It's not repeat. It's not parent. The thing is, in English there's like, you could do a lot with re. Like redirect or something. But it doesn't have to be. So my brain is going haywire. But I think it has something to do with the storyline, right? My brain don't want to. Not right now. So we will end stream here, and then with a fresh mind we will try to save this puzzle. Thank you for coming around, thank you for lurking, thank you for chatting. Let's see if I have somebody to raid into. Of course I'm having Rikudo. He is doing ASMR. Bye, Trevor. Thank you for hanging around. I don't know if I stream tomorrow. It depends on my mood. But next week I should have almost every day a stream, since I have time. I just need to figure out when to do what. Oh, should we wait into Blinks? He is playing The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Do you want to go to Blinks? I'm guessing. Yeah. Ooh, I'm nervous. I normally do not raid into somebody I haven't raided yet. Okay. Let's raid him. Oh yeah, wait. I have... This one came from Hogness. He typed this in somebody's chat after raid, so if you want to, you can use it. You do not have to, of course. And we will see us next week. Most likely. Bye bye!